such as Blood Moon or Chalice of the Void.
Well, Chalice of the Void is expensive because it's played a lot in Modern. It's in Tron.
What, so they just like run 4 Chalice of the Void and like, lol, we can't do anything?
It's normally in the sideboard and there's like 1 or 2. I think Tron main deck's 1, but it's just like, for example, when I went to the GP I was playing Bogles and almost every spell in my deck is 1 mana.
Yeah.
And they put Chalice on 1 and I just couldn't cast anything. Like, and then they put another Chalice on 2 and I just conceded.
Yeah.
Because my destroy artifact spells cost 1.
Or like demystify.
It was Nature's Claim, I think. So 1 mana. Oh, roll for first.
Bad.
Welcome to Meow Club, guys. Playing at MTG Standard 2018 with Jeff. I'm playing Black White Vampires.
My deck's pretty self-explanatory.
I'll keep this hand as well.
I won't. I've got 2 green land and then like 2 Caracels and an Overwhelming Splendor, which both require 2 white. Second, I flipped a card up.
I'm thinking of like the same as in Shadows over Innistrad. I was running black-red vampires, and I realised like the black and the red are basically trying to do different things. So I made like mono black and mono red. I think it's probably the same with black-white vampires in Standard at the moment.
Oh.
I think I'm going to pull them apart and just do mono black and mono white. Or I was thinking I might splash a tiny bit of each colour just to get the Legion lieutenants in.
Yeah. After you.
Go.
I mean, what do you think the difference between black and white are in Innistrad? Not Innistrad, Ixalan.
Well, white seems to be about gaining life and using that life to do stuff, and black seems to be about like attacking with a lot of vampires or just getting a lot of vampires on the board.
That's why my thoughts were to build, as an idea, was black-white vampires, but focus on life gain.
I'll lose a life, draw a card. Go.
What, so you think black's about going wide and white's about gaining life, basically?
Well, yeah, there's a couple of white cards that are about going wide and white-black cards, but all the payoffs for going wide are in black, like what are they called? Basically the ones where it's like you target opponent loses that much life for how many vampires you control. And I just generally prefer playing, I'll hit you for 1. Prefer playing mono-coloured text if I can, because it's simpler. I'll do Sadistic Sky Marcher, and I'll reveal Forerunner of the Legion. Go. But mono white vampires actually won a tournament. This was like when the Rivals of Ixalan was just released.
Yep.
I think within like the first week or something.
And then they decided they wanted to do Showdown at the end of the sets, and people are like, what, why? The idea being they wanted to have refined decks by the end of it as opposed to the rush decks at the beginning. But the rush decks are kind of what define the meta, I think.
I don't really mind either way. I mean, in real life, it's harder to get the cards. Online, it doesn't really matter. But
I felt so bad in Rivals because I came second when it came to the championship. In one of them, I think it was. Because there were 2 games played. One was draft and one was something else, I think it was.
I'll pay a life to make white. I'll play this guy. Actually, can I grab my land before I search? Yeah, I can because it's instant speed. I'll do that now. Oh, one of my cards was upside down. Token.
A random token in your deck in the same sleeve colour.
Yeah.
Why would you put your tokens in the same sleeve colour?
Yeah, it's silly. Oh, and then I'll search for a vampire. Which vampire do I want? Oh, that's a good one. I'll put Legion Lieutenant on top of my deck. Oh, thanks. Do you want this white sleeve?
Yeah, I'll take the white sleeve. Because that one sleeve is in line with my deck.
Oh, sorry, it's got some dirt on it.
This means I want other token sleeves to make that in there.
And I'll swing for 3. No, just this one, the flyer.
Yeah.
Go.
Your turn.
Adante Vanguard. Legion Lieutenant.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Other vampires get 1/1.
yeah. Whenever a vampire enters, target creature gets 1/1 till end of turn, so it'll be this.
Yep.
That happens twice, and then 1 from the Legion
So it's
Lieutenant.
a 5/5.
Yeah. And I can't attack yet. 5. Go. Oh, I had to pay a life to make a white.
Swinging there. It's 7. It gets +7, so it's 9. 9/9.
Mm-hmm. A block here.
Your turn.
Sky Marcher Aspirant. I'll give 1/1 to this, swing for 4.
Yep.
Go.
Cat army. Pass turn. Makes me think of a really stupid deck which you could build in modern. Because I saw there was a card which is black, which is like a curse, which is search for your deck to curse a player repeatedly, right?
Oh yeah.
You could do that and then just use that as a shortcut to Overwhelming Splendor. So like you
Yeah,
turn
actually,
5 Overwhelming Splendor.
Someone did do a cursed tribal deck. It looked quite funny.
So you can just curse them with like these really expensive curses really quickly, like Cruel Reality.
I'll go to combat.
You're attacking with the Legion Lieutenant. Cool, I'll block him with 2 cats.
Okay. And you take 3, and I gain 3. And I'll kill one of the cats, obviously.
Cool, and I gain 4. So I net gain 1. I'll just take one of these cats off. One of the less cool cats, right?
And then I'll do pay a life to make white dusk.
All creature power 3 or greater, right?
And then pass. So, does the can I read Regal Caracal?
Regal Caracal gives other creatures 1/1 on lifelink. Other cats you control have 1/1 on lifelink. And then battlefield make 2 cats.
Okay, yeah. I was just wondering if all the cats keep lifelink when they leave.
They already have lifelink.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
What did you play?
Land.
Okay. Why is it tapped?
Feel like it.
Man, I really need a land. Okay, I'll go to combat. Just those ones.
Block Cardano with the 1 cat.
Okay, I'll pay 4 life to keep it alive. Indestructible.
Cool. And I take 1 damage total.
2.
1 total.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
And
gain
I'll just
2.
get rid of my other non-fancy cat. And leave my 4 real squad out on the board, right?
Go. No. Okay.
Attack with all 6 cats.
So my creatures are 1/1,
Your
right?
creatures are 1/1 mice.
Well, I'll block one of the cats with that.
Yep.
So they'll trade. And how much much is that? 5?
5.
Yeah.
Your turn. It's literally just a late game card, just in case.
Oh, Ixalan's binding it.
Exile target non-land permanent opponent draws. Opponents can't cast spell with the same name.
And then I'll go to combat. 2, 5, 6, 7. Gain 2. Go.
Don't have anything useful in my graveyard. Swing 5 cats.
Yeah.
Your turn. The life gain is strong with these ones.
Yeah. Come on, land. No. Okay. I'll swing for 2 flying. And I'll play Oathsworn Vampire. It comes in tapped. If I gained life, I can cast him from the graveyard.
Yeah.
Go.
Tap 3 for life crafters. Attack with 5 cats. Why do I keep putting that dice away?
I'll block 1 with a Dante Vanguard, and I'll pay 4 to keep it alive. And then I take another 4,
Yeah.
down to 14.
Your turn.
Yes. Vanquisher's Banner, choosing vampires. I'll just pass. This now has
Right before
flying
turn.
because I ascended.
Tap 4 for Dagger of the Worthy on the Pouncer. Combat.
I will block with the Oathsworn Vampire.
Okay. Lose life.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay.
should have played a green when I played that Dawn. No, I had the Dawn Pouncer before the Life Crafters.
Oathsworn Vampire. Draw a card. Play a land. Go to combat. Yeah, attack for 3, yeah, 16. Because I gained life, I'll cast this from my graveyard.
Yep.
And I get to draw a card. And then I'll pass.
Scribe before turn.
Oh, it's not scribe before turn, it's upkeep.
Yeah. You get the idea before I take anything else.
Yeah.
Tap 5 to give Dawn Pouncer plus 5/5 and trample until the end of turn. Attack with everything. So he's an 8. 6. Double strike trample.
Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. Well played.
I was just looking at the card for Wild Sight. Is this the answer I need? Do I have enough?
That was an interesting game.
I don't play another Royal Realms Thunder. That excellent binding though. You were just holding it in case I got one, weren't you? I'm glad I invested so heavily into making mini cats at the beginning.
Adante Vanguard's really good actually.
Oh yeah. Did I tell you what happened with one draft with Adante Vanguard?
No.
I got them to concede turn 3 or turn 4.
Yeah.
Because I had it was like turn 4 or turn 5 because it was turn 5. So on turn 2 he played Adante Vanguard. On turn 3 he played Squire's Devotion to give it a 1/1 lifelink.
Mhm.
And then on my turn 4, because I think I started for it, I played Entrancing Melody for 4 and took his Adante Vanguard. Turn 5 I gave it 2/2 and fly. He's like, I have no answer to that in my deck.
That's a pretty good combo.
It's just like he's got this ridiculous combo. It's like I pretty much won the game, you know, when he by turn 3 he's got that. It's like, no, I'll take that from you. Get getting those mad sideboards in.
Yeah. Probably need more land in the deck. I always seem to get mana screwed. Maybe just too many expensive cards in. Okay, I will go first. You want to do some trading after this game?
Sounds good.
Cool.
I'm going to find all those cards I was interested in.
We can have some Pepsi as well if you want.
Sounds good. I'm just wondering interactions in the next set. You know how all the planeswalkers are called like legendary planeswalker?
Yeah.
I assume that means you can only run one play one copy of that particular planeswalker, but that's something implied with all ones already, right?
Yeah, but it used to be that there was a special legendary rule for planeswalkers where you could only have like one Nissa out at once.
Yeah.
And they changed that.
So is that why they're trying to clarify it with legendary planeswalker?
Yeah.
But I assume that still means you can't use them as a commander because it has to be a
no,
legendary
not
creature.
not unless it says so on the planeswalker.
Because some cards were specifically made for commander.
Mm.
Cool.
I'll keep.
Solid.
Nice.
I'm just splitting these out so I'm less likely to have them all clumped together again. See much of Alex?
Not at all, no. She keeps trying to arrange to meet me, but it's always our work schedules are very different. So it's like the days she has off, I'm working, and
Yeah.
vice versa. I'm gonna make an effort to go to Yo Sushi with her after I come off my diet.
Mm.
That's like our traditional thing, really. I think this vampire's a woman.
I mean, I guess so on closer inspection. It's really hard to tell.
I think they deliberately do that with a lot of cards.
Very gender neutral.
Yeah.
I know. I think it's the softer face that makes it seem that way. Anyway, so it's scry.
Well, I always thought it was a woman until I looked closely, but the hairstyle's quite feminine.
Yeah. Anyway, you get to start.
Okay, well, I'll do that. Go.
Turn.
Dusky. Go.
Turn.
1. Adanto, go.
Turn.
Swing for 6. Go.
Upkeep, scry. Tap 2 +1. Mimic of Meow.
Mm-hmm.
Turn.
Six.
Upkeep, scry. Tap 2 for Mimic of Meow.
Mm-hmm.
Tap 2 +1. Adorned Pouncer.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long amount of counters, but yeah. Turn.
Oh man. Evolving Wilds for white. I'll play Sky Marcher Aspirant and pass.
Upkeep, scry. Tap 1 and 1 extra. Sacred Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Tap 1 for 6 cents.
Mm-hmm.
Tap 2 for Mighty Leap. Just wondering if I want to do it this way. Yeah. Combat.
Oh, that's
5/5
10.
double strike.
Ouch.
Flying.
Yeah. Take 10.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. Your turn.
Come on, lad. Tusk. That dies as well because it was getting 1/1 from the other.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't it?
No, mimics give counters. I had no Caracal on field.
No, it's a cat, and each other creature of the chosen type
Enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, then I'll go to combat.
That's 6 damage. I'll take the 6.
Mm-hmm. Go.
Scry before draw.
Mm-hmm.
1 second, do I want that? I don't think so. Just grab these because they're on top and visible.
Mm-hmm. Does it make 3 of them, does it?
Sacred Cat.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
On swing for 3.
Take 3.
Your turn.
That's a close game. Ixalan's binding the Caracal.
Okay.
And pass.
Get Scry on the upkeep.
How did you go up to 4 life?
Metallic
Oh,
Mimic
yeah.
had lifelink.
Yeah.
Tap 5 for Engineered Might. Give all my creatures 2/2 and Vigilance until the end of turn.
Mm-hmm.
Just attack with everything. So all my cats are currently 4/4s. Except for the Mimic Cat, which is a 4/3.
Yeah, I'll have to block the 3 big ones. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll just block 3 of them, I guess. Take
Which
4.
ones are you blocking? Well, you're just blocking them.
I'll block that and those 2 with these.
Okay. So you take 4 damage,
Mm-hmm.
and I gain 12 life.
Mm-hmm.
So then your turn.
I've got to get Dusk off the top.
There are only 2 2s.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's game.
I
Damn
play
it.
Engineered Might to give all my creatures 2 2.
No, too late.
I was wondering whether or not I wanted a second copy of Engineered Might in my hand. I love the flexibility of Engineered Might.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Because if I've got one nice Adorned Pouncer on field, I can use it on that one Pouncer. But if I've otherwise just got a wide field without it, I can play the other half.